Yeah. Look, he went to the yes. We're gonna get started. Sorry, I didn't have my mic on, but for those of you online, we're gonna get started in just a few minutes here, probably around 1:05. Right, we have an appointment available Friday. But I need to confirm the time. It's either 1 or 12. So I'm just gonna. Okay, cool. So I'll let you know on that. I'll forward you over an email. But we do have a spot. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. Just let me know.
Sounds
Yeah,
great.
it is.
Anyway,
I talked to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Okay, I need the one with my nice video, you know how that goes.
like,
Yeah, it's also true. Well,
Thank you so much for setting me up.
your mic is, your screen is. Right.
That's fine. Okay. All sounds good. Yeah. Feel free to come and go whenever. And just for you guys online, just so you know, we'll start at 1:05. I'm not sure if Joel's already mentioned that, but just to allow everyone to get in if you want a coffee or anything.
That's so much stuff on here.
I spent hours like one night.
You get a whole camera for $18. What?
And so you can like read the reviews, right? So I was like, this can't be real. This can't be good quality.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing that to drive traffic. I don't even know. Exactly. And like some products gave me the option of a free sample. And again, I don't know if it's like if you have a certain following or what, that you get that option, but look for that option.
Yes.
Because I thought it was a scam, because why wouldn't it be? That is amazing.
So just as we're getting set up, just so you guys know what we're doing in today's advanced marketing huddle. So I'm going to show you guys how to set up the sample forms and working with real estate agent form blank in like your Google Drive. So you can send it in every email, or you can set it up as a canned response. So anytime that you have a new lead, if that's a new seller or buyer, you already have that in your email that you can just send them a link with all those forms that they might want to initially look over, right? So that's the first thing we're going to do. So I'm going to show you how to set up canned responses in Gmail, which if you haven't used that, it's like they have it in Lab. So it's not turned on initially, but you can set up like pre-created emails in your KW email. Just anytime you have a seller, you click one button. You don't have to think about what you say, right? You can tell ChatGPT, act as a real estate agent and tell me a great script to convert sellers, right? Then I could take that and put it in a canned response in my KW email, and I don't have to think about it now. Every time I can just go ahead and send that one off, okay? So we'll show you how to do that. We're gonna take a look at your Calendly account. You guys all actually have a Calendly account. If you don't know what that is, that's usually set up like if you go to book an appointment with us, right? That's our Calendly. So you guys have one. We're gonna set it up on your email signature so that, you know, if anyone wants to book a marketing or a consultation with you guys, a listing consultation, a buyer consultation, they can do that right from your email signature, right? So we're gonna do that. And then 2, leave a review link, right? Wouldn't it be nice if right on your email signature, you had a link that says leave a review or book with me, right? And then, yeah, we'll talk about the email signature banner as well. We'll see how far we get with that. But just so you guys, as you're setting up your tech, if you want to log into your KW email, that's where we'll be doing most of the work today. So I'm going to go ahead and get signed in, and then we'll start class here in just a couple minutes.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, definitely.
So I just joined the firm like a few days ago, and I don't have my email yet. So will I even be able to participate in anything today?
Oh, if you have a KW, do you have a regular Gmail account?
I do.
If you want to use that, I mean, it would all apply. And then when you get your new KW email, honestly, you could just copy and paste everything over. You know, there are certain things that, you know, we'll have to switch over. We can always help you with that, but it would be still worth perhaps doing in your regular Gmail.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. And yeah, this will be recorded as well if you would like to wait until that comes out, until you get all your KW tech.
I was thinking about that as well.
Yeah, so just a heads up, and you can always meet with us too, and we can go over that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, Alicia. How are you today? We are logging into our KW emails, is what's happening. All right. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do, as I said, is we are going to add the sample forms. I'm gonna show you how you can add the sample forms and working with real estate agents forms right to your email signature. So you can go ahead and send that anytime or send it as a canned response in Gmail. So the first thing I'm gonna do is show you guys how you can set up canned responses in Gmail, which again, what that means is you can set it up to automatically save anything you want to send sellers or buyers, or you know, the email that you always send right after an open house, right? Whatever that is, there's probably a certain script that you have. Will be nice if Gmail just saved it every time, and you can click a couple buttons for that to happen. So this is in your KW Gmail. This will be Gmail. So what email system do you use?
Oh, KW.com.
Great. Okay. You use Gmail. You use your KW email.
I
Great.
also have another one too, but I usually use Alicia Maxwell at KW.com.
Okay, wonderful. So where we're going is gmail.com first. Okay. Gmail.com, and we're going to click on the settings gear on the top right. Okay, so I'm in my inbox in gmail.com, and I'll click on the settings gear on the top right. And then see all settings. Okay, so we need to turn on canned responses first for it to even appear. So this feature is under your Gmail settings. So again, settings gear and then see all settings, and then advanced. Okay, so under templates here, we want to turn that to enable.
Do you mind
Okay, so-
sharing your screen for the people on Zoom?
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Wasn't
Yep.
aware of what you shared. Thank you. All right. You guys should be able to see my screen now. Let me know if not. All right, so again, in gmail.com, right, so far we just clicked the settings gear. So for those of you online, I'm in gmail.com on my inbox, and I clicked the settings gear on the top right of my inbox, and it gave me the option to see all settings. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the advanced option and enable those templates. And just let me know if anyone online needs to see that again. But make sure you click Save Changes. Okay, and now let's go and take a look at what that looks like. Right, so now when I click Compose on the top left, so when I click Compose now in my Gmail account, these three dots on the bottom of my email, I now have a templates option. Now, if you just activated that, obviously you won't have templates in there, okay? But what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how you can set up let's say one email that has all the sample forms linked. And then we're gonna come into templates and click Save Draft as Template to save it as a new template. So every single time, all I have to do is come in, click the 3 dots, and select the template I would like to apply, okay? All right, so let's take a look at how I would grab all the forms, right, and put it in, make it a hyperlink that I could add every time. And now you can do this concept with your listing presentation. So this is another great thing I use this for. If you have a listing presentation, maybe we want to add that as a link to automatically send to our clients before we even go to that appointment. Same with the buyer presentation, okay? So either one you want to do here, these are going to be the same exact steps. All right, so if you want to grab your listing presentation and make sure you know where that is. All right, the other thing I'm going to show you is where the sample forms are. So that's on kwbresources.com. So on KWB Resources, under the Office resources, there are forms and checklists. So again, I'm on KWB Resources. I hovered over Office Resources and then Forms and Checklists. And this password is capital B, lowercase AMC 350. And I'll put that in the chat as well. So the and then your computer will save it from then on. But that's the password for KWB Resources to access all of our forms. Again, this was under Office Resources and our Forms and Checklists. Okay, so here we have our general forms. So I click Get Forms. All right, so these are our office forms that we have in here. All right, some forms you might want to send. Please let me know if there are other ones, the sample forms. Is that something that you might want to send in advance, or the working with real estate agents? Do you have any insight on what you might want to send?
Oh, I think that's fabulous.
Okay,
When it
great.
comes to, yeah, I think all the samples, all the
Right.
ones that contractually, we said we have given them. so
Right.
they have it printed out.
Right. And right, we can even do this concept set up in your email signature. So then technically, aren't you covered all the time? Because if you sent them an email, you got the sample forms. Is that right?
And see, our website, thanks to our wonderful designer, is on our, on our email signature.
Love it. Okay, well, let's,
And our listing presentation. Buyers.
perfect. So let's do that. If you guys want to go ahead and download the sample forms from here, right? You'll have to scroll down. You can do that by clicking the 3 dots and clicking download. And so perhaps we'd want to do the sample offer to purchase. And you also do the sample professional service disclosure, Alicia?
Yeah.
Great, thank you, everyone. Of course, right, I don't practice real estate, so if there's any other forms, please shout that out that you think, maybe the working with real estate agents.
So you do the 3 dots and then you.
Oh, and click download.
Okay.
And it'll download it to your computer. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I'll download it to your computer. Is working with real estate agents another one? Is this?
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting though, but the actual brochure itself is.
Oh, interesting.
You don't really have the brochure anymore, you just have a disclosure.
Gotcha. Okay. So but is this old? Okay.
For whatever reason. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
in one of my templates,
Okay.
And I said that instead of working with
Yeah.
disclosure, I'm like, I never even see the brochure. Let me know.
Yeah.
The one
Did they?
itself with the ask question.
Well, are you coming to class or? Oh, I'm proud of you. I thought she was just walking through.
Told her.
Oh.
I don't know.
Sorry, will you say it again, what you said?
The brochure, the actual brochure, I found it on I think it was NARS, the real estate. You were there was like several brochures that you can download also for like due diligence and earnest money, just frequently asked questions that they might.
In general, does this look like the correct working with real estate agents?
Yes.
Well, there's one for.
Sellers and then one for buyers. Okay, so if you want to grab both of those as well, we can set up separate files for both buyers and sellers, right? Because are there different forms that you would want buyer, or do we want them all in one? Okay,
Like buyer and the worker stuff.
okay, love that.
Coaching clients in here, do you realize we have 1, 2, 3, 4?
Wow. Because we care.
I'm proud of
Valuable information.
Aw,
Yeah,
thanks,
I'm
guys.
always- I got-
Oh,
Yeah.
good. That's great feedback, guys. All right. So first thing we did, we downloaded it. Okay, that's what we've done so far. Okay. So, so what we've done so far.
No, don't.
This is so my mom.
Don't go back.
Okay. We download sample. I'll just do it for you,
Oh, I
Mom.
know how to download a sample.
Good, 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 good. We're on a roll.
Technology, I know.
Okay, so you can X out of this folder, right? But if you guys ever need to get back here, just a reminder of how we got to all those forms, right? KWB resources, office resources, and forms and checklists, right? So that'll always be there. Okay, so now what we're going to do, so that we can make those a clickable link, right? We're gonna add those to your Google Drive. And if you haven't used Google Drive before, it's awesome. If you can type in a new tab, or in that tab, whatever, we're gonna go to drive.google.com, okay? And this is like your online files that you can access from your phone, from your computer, from the tech room in there, right? From this computer, right? Anywhere I am, I can access all of my files right from drive.google.com, right? So, I mean, just some cool things you can do in here. You don't need to be paying for, let's say, Microsoft Word. I don't. I just come up here to new. Okay, on new on the top left. And here we go. I have Google Docs is Microsoft Word. Google Sheets, that's Excel. Google Slides, that's PowerPoint. Google Forms, you can make a form and type in whatever questions you want to capture leads from. Very cool, right?
So this
This is a part of your KW
I have that.
email. Yeah.
Have that with share code to share everything. But my question on that is the Excel the exact same format as Google?
Pretty much. I mean, it varies slight. If you're a big Excel whiz, you'll notice certain things. I personally don't notice a difference because I use it for intermediate, like, just basics. But yes, it essentially has all the same functionality that Microsoft Word and Docs have. And what's cool too is, let's say you have a Microsoft Excel sheet on your computer, you can come up here and click new and file upload to add that Excel spreadsheet from your computer to Google Drive. It converts it to a Google sheet so I can access it anywhere I want, right? I can then download it back to my computer in the format of Excel, Microsoft Excel, and use it in Excel if you want. But this is the coolest, and you don't have to pay for Microsoft features. Yeah, anything. No, but I mean, I can show you how to do that. But like Google Docs, another reason it's cool, not only can I access it anywhere, I can collaborate, right? So if I create a Google Doc, let's say I even upload a Microsoft Word doc from my computer, and it'll open, let's say, as a Google Doc. I can then share this Google Doc, right? So here's a Google Doc. I could share it, let's say, with Joel's, so she can edit it too. So we can edit it in live time together, right? So we can collaborate, create a doc together. So just so you know, it does have that feature, collaboration. Very cool. Any questions on that? I know that's a little side tangent before we add our forms. Okay, so how we then add our forms. So this process applies for these forms, sample forms. It applies to your listing presentation, right? So any, let's say, PDFs that you have on your computer, what we're going to want to do is click on new, and we're going to do new folder in this case, because we're going to share this entire folder with them. We're going to name it. Anyone have a vote? Great. We're going to name it sample forms. Okay. They will see this name of the folder, and we'll click create. Okay, and what did we decide? So you can click on the sample forms, double click on it, and it'll open that folder. what did we decide on for like buyers and sellers? Are we gonna have a separate folder for buyers and sellers? Okay, great. So in that case, we're gonna create a folder within the folder. Okay, it's like Inception. So now that we're in our sample forms, right? You should have a blank folder here. Let's do it one more time. Let's do new and do another folder in here. It's kind of like creating a subfolder in here for seller forms or seller forms. Great, thanks everyone. Seller forms, okay? And we're gonna do it again for buyer forms. Okay, so I'm just going to new folder.
Now, this is once you're within your sample form header.
Yeah, exactly,
Ah, so
exactly,
you're doing a subfolder just like in that email.
exactly, right. Okay, so now that I have, this is kind of like the bones set up, right? So now I'm gonna double click on whichever folder I wanna add those forms to first, okay? Now you can drag and drop if you are feeling fancy, or you can click on new. So I'm doing seller forms first. So I'm gonna click on new on the top left again, but this time click on file upload. File upload, okay? And you'll wanna go to like your downloads, wherever your computer saves things.
Working with real estate, it's both of them together.
Well, no, it's a different one for.
Oh, but you mean
I know, but
in there, okay,
They're the same
in
file.
the same
Yeah.
file.
that makes sense.
They're not separated,
Yeah.
which I
So I
found
normally,
very.
I just saved it on my computer and then separated them.
I mean, I had to rescan them.
Yeah.
Separate.
Okay, yeah, there are
They should be
ways,
separated.
that's a good point. I can, yeah.
Because why would I send buyer and seller to there? That's gonna confuse.
Do you guys have them separated already where you could email it and then I could get Tasha or whoever the powers that be to change it in there? Would that be helpful?
They talking about it, what?
In the KWB resources.
Resources, if you go in there on the forms and you, there's all these.
Oh, I'd love to make it so.
But it's compiled.
They have both in there. That could be.
Oh, well, that's
confusing.
DocuSign in that case. That's a whole,
Well, no,
but yes,
you just
but
showed it
you
up and
can't,
download only.
not for working with real estate agents. And then like it, like they wouldn't be able to like click it right from your computer, like, or I mean, right from your email thing. Like it wouldn't be evergreen, you know, you'd have to like go set them up as an opportunity and all the things. Yeah.
Done. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, so we are adding whichever forms you want to be in here. So this could be your listing presentation should be in here, right? The sample forms, whatever you want. The working with real estate agents, that's the cherry on top. You're gonna send that to them in DocuSign anyway to actually sign, right? They can't sign from here. They can just look at these forms, right? Educate themselves. So maybe if you have even a one-page flyer that tells them about the selling process, right? That's in your listing presentation, usually. But if you don't have a listing presentation, any tools that you would want your sellers to be educated on, we're adding to the seller form or folder, okay? So now, right, we have some forms in there. Did we all accomplish that? Oh, I forgot to get you my computer. Okay, I can do that. Okay, okay, yeah, it is. It is. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, well, yes, we'll do this one-on-one too. All right, so we did this for seller forms, right? So now if you want to, let's go do it for buyer forms and then we'll set up both of them. Okay, so now I'm just clicking on sample forms right here because it'll get me back to like the parent folder. So now I can click into buyer forms and do that same process. So then buyer forms, now I'm gonna do that same process. Again, I can drag and drop if I want to, or just click new and file upload. If you don't have a listing and buyer presentation currently, both of those are in command. I have a video where I can point you in the right direction towards the end of class on where those are, but make a mental note that we want to go back in and add a listing and buyer presentation if you don't have that on hand here. Okay, so now it's the fun part. So we're gonna set these folders up and you can, so if we set up the link right now, okay, we're gonna set this up as a canned response, so it's saved. And if you come in and add more forms in here, great, it'll update, right? So just so you know, we have the bones of it. That's really all we need right now. We can build on these folders, but now we can go ahead and set up those templates for emails. So if you could join me again by clicking on sample forms, assuming we're gonna set up 2 canned responses today, one for sellers and one for buyers, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is get the shareable link, okay? So everything in your Google Drive is private to you unless you share it, okay? So in sample forms here, this folder, I'm gonna click the 3 dots. We'll do sellers first. click the three dots and it'll give you the option to share. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click that share option so I can edit the details on who can see it and what rights they have. Okay, so as I said, by default, it's restricted to only you and your drive. Okay, but if I change that to make it so that you'll probably have the option like anyone within KW's organization or anyone with the link. That's the one we want because your clients won't be within KW. So anyone with the link. Yeah, I just clicked on restricted to change that to anyone with the link. This is where we have the option, it should default on viewer. That's what we want in this case. But like if you were, collaborating with another agent and you both wanted to edit a Google Doc together, you could allow them to edit it, just a heads up. But for our client's sake, we just want them to be able to view this. Okay. So now I'm going to copy that link. Copied it. And now we're going to set up the canned response in Gmail. So if you could switch tabs for me. If you lost the tab, no worries. Just pull up your Gmail inbox and click compose. Okay, the first thing you need to know when you're saving canned responses, if you have an email signature, you need to get rid of it on the bottom, like when you're composing, so that when we save this, it doesn't pop up 2 copies of your email signature when you apply it, okay? So you'll see what I mean in a minute. Main thing is, if you click compose and an email signature pops up, delete it, okay? All right, so maybe we want to say something like, and of course ChatGPT can come in and I'm gonna ask you guys for your input here. So this would be sending them some form. So would this be typically before you meet with them or after that you would send this? Or after you talk to them?
We send the sample, those 2 samples, the 2T and the, what is that other one?
Oh yeah, the professional service disclosure.
The,
Or the
working with real estate agents, right?
Well, I mean,
Do we send it all together?
okay. Is there any verbiage anyone would suggest on how we could save this? Hi there, I just wanted to send over some initial forms for you to review as you consider selling your home with the greatest real estate agent in the whole world, aka me.
And something to the effect that, these are not signable, right?
Right, exactly.
So I'll be
For your
sending
review.
you DocuSign for you guys.
Right, because it's going to have like your listing presentation in it as
Right.
well.
So really what you're doing is,
What?
what you're really doing is sending your listing presentation, I'm getting.
Yeah,
And
additionally
some of the
sample forms.
They can read over it and get.
Love that. Hi there.
That's really all.
Hi there, I just wanted, and of course we can change this, like let's come up with some meat and taters as I call it, and then we can always throw it in ChatGPT to iron it out and embellish it, make it more sound like you. But I just wanted to send over my listing presentation and some additional resources to help guide you as you plan to sell your home.
Something
house.
Also included
House.
the forms that will be included in the transaction for your review.
I've included a couple of sample forms for your review.
Oh, that's all you're doing is
I don't
a
know.
sample form?
Yeah.
But wouldn't you be sending over the offer to purchase sample?
Yeah, it's 2 samples.
Yeah. Wait, we're talking with the listing.
Before we actually do the count.
Okay. You're talking about with the listing.
Let's start with that.
Okay.
Okay, so something like, okay, and we can work on this, guys. We're trying to do some meat and taters here, and we can always come back and edit. Hi there, I just want to send over my listing presentation and some additional resources to help guide you as you plan to sell your house. If you have any questions as you go through this, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Girl before midnight.
Here when you need me. Okay, whatever you want it to say. Okay, but what we want to now do is hyperlink maybe the part that says any part you want. So anywhere you want to be clickable, let's say, I want the listing presentation and some additional resources to be clickable, okay? What I just did is I clicked and hold my mouse and I drag it over the section of text that I want to highlight, right? So then when I do that, I can click this cute little link icon at the bottom Okay, or you'll see the shortcut, Control K for PC or Command K for Mac users. So I can hyperlink it, right? So this is showing me, this is the text it's gonna say. But when I right click to paste here, right, this is that shareable link that we grabbed. And I'll show you how we grabbed that again, if you lost it. And I'm gonna click OK. Right? So, and we're gonna save this, but now when I click on that, right, they go right to whatever folder I want them to receive. Okay, and again, I'll show you how we did this, but let me just show you how to save it first. So now that I put this in, I'm going to click the 3 dots on the bottom. Oh, let's put in a subject. Anyone?
Listing, that's what you have in?
No, it suggests, Gmail suggests things.
That's perfect.
Great. So we're gonna go ahead and put in a subject line and then come to the 3 dots on the very bottom and click templates. Okay, and we're gonna click save draft as template. Excuse me, and then save as new template. Because this is allowing me to like overwrite any of my other templates I already have. But in this case, I'm gonna save that. So now this is a name that only I'll see. So if I want to call this listing email, seller resources, whatever I want, and click save. That was the final step. And I'll show you those steps again, but now to show you how that magic happens is now when I click compose and click the 3 dots and come to templates. There are my seller resources. I can click and I'm ready to roll.
You can do that just for all the clients in the world.
Yes.
Takes 2 seconds.
Sorry, you lost me.
Great, let's do it again.
And hello.
You lost me, hello.
Turning those guys blue.
Okay, got it, perfect. Okay, let's go back to that. So, turning the guys blue.
Got lost at trying to create the hyper.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think that's the same thing. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what we do first is we highlight whatever part we want to turn into a clickable link, hyperlink, right? Okay, then we can click the cute little link icon on the very bottom.
Oh,
I got that. I didn't get how to create.
it automatically does it then, right?
Yeah, oh, I took it out. Hold on one sec. Let me. So now I'm pasting in, right? So that's showing me the text that's going to display. And this is what URL that should be. You should have it copied. If you do not, so if you have it copied, great, click paste because we did copy it, right? This is when we went into, stay on this page if you got it, but if not, right, this is in sample forms. When we went to the sample forms folder and we click the 3 dots to share and copy, or, you know, now we can just click copy link, but if you want to see the settings, right, 3 dots, share, and share again will show, just to make sure you have these settings correct. It does need to be anyone with the link. That's important. It defaults to restricted, like only you. So it won't work unless you change this. Yeah, isn't that cool? I think so too.
That is cool.
Right?
So it'll stay linked no matter what I add in the future. Great.
I know. Yay! Oh, you got a link? Yeah. Sorry. Sorry if I just yelled at anyone. Wait. Well, for those of you online, Latanya and I did a Facebook ad and she just got a lead. And that was like less than an hour ago that we did it. We did the homes for sale in Ballantyne School District under $500,000. There are 8 options, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know.
That.
But that's a really high click rate because who doesn't want to live in Ballantyne under 500,000, right? A lot of them were the condos I used to live in, you know, Copper Ridge.
Yeah, that's about,
Yeah. Okay, guys, so anyway, right, we are taking that link, that folder, that shareable link, and we're pasting it in, right? And then click OK, and it should turn it blue. Did it?
Yep.
Awesome. So now this is the part where we need to save this. Did that work for you, Leisha, as well? Okay, awesome. So now let's go to the 3 dots, now that we got that down, and templates. Okay, and then we want to click Save Draft as Template. And I know I have a bunch, so it looks different than yours. But then we want to save as new template. And it'll give you the option to name it.
So we're doing both? Same.
I'm doing the same steps, but yes, we will do this for buyers. What? Yeah, templates, yep, scroll, oh, you do have some, I'm so
Oh,
proud.
I've been using it, yeah.
Okay, scroll down, that's why, yours does, if you do have them, you have to scroll down.
Oh,
save
okay.
This template, and then scroll down again over here. Like,
Over
put
here.
your
Oh,
mouse and now
okay.
scroll. You scroll there, like,
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
and then save this new template, exactly, yes, and then now name that like seller resource or just that. And that'll save, so now to apply it, okay? To,
So the seller will only see what we hyperlink.
Yeah.
They're not gonna see the name of the folder. Okay.
well, they will see it's called seller
Right.
forms, but they don't see the other buyer forms. They can't get anywhere else, like to the sample forms,
No.
just to that one folder. Right, so now to see the magic that you just applied to your account, you can click compose, like you can open a new compose window here. Click compose, 3 dots. Templates, right, this is how we use it actually going forward. Templates, and it'll be at the top of your list now. Seller resources. Boom, there it is. I can put in my client's email and it goes. All right, so we'll want to do the same thing for buyers, right? Go ahead and do that. I might not get to everything we plan today. If not, I'll just do it in the next marketing huddle. But let's go ahead and do this for buyers. Would that be helpful to do it for buyers real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Great. Fantastic. So glad to hear it. All right, so let's do the same thing for buyers. Okay, it'll be good for you to practice, right? You can do this for just anything you can think of. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, let's say we'll click compose again. And remember, when we're creating templates, first thing we want to do is delete our email signature if you have one, so it doesn't double it up when you apply the template. Okay, it's gonna save anything you put in here. So in this case, maybe I want to like start with the seller template, right? So in this case, since I already have the seller resources, I'm going to actually pull that up. You can just start with a blank one if you want. But maybe I just want to, in this case, change this verbiage. So I just wanted to send over my buyer presentation if you're doing this as well. So if you want to type this in, we can call it buyer resources or whatever you'd like to. And then, hi there. I just want to send over my buyer presentation and some additional resources to help guide you as you plan to buy your dream home. Buy your dream home. I love that in the coaching seminar yesterday, right? If you are talking to a seller, they're selling their house. If you are talking to a buyer, they are buying a home. I always use that in marketing. I love it. Great. Yes. Love that. Good idea. And download them like that.
Have the forms separate.
Yeah, and in DocuSign, it's separated correctly, you know, when you're actually sending it.
Oh, right.
That's what she did. Yeah, exactly.
So when you did that, you changed the hyperlink.
Yeah.
The word to buyer, so we need to create a new link.
Yes.
That actually link. Okay.
We do. Okay, so if you're following along with me and you selected like the seller one to edit from here, right? I just pulled up my seller resources template I just made. So now we can just change some of the words to buyer, right? So to do that, to change the actual hyperlink, okay, because this hyperlink right now is going to the seller and it probably says seller or listing presentation here. So you see when I click on it, it gives me the option to change. You click on change. And it'll give you the option to both change the text and the link here, okay? So this did say listing presentation, right? I just changed it ahead of you guys. So if you want to change that to listing presentation, just simply, buyer presentation, just go ahead and change that there. But we do need to change the link, right? This is going to the seller folder. So to do that, right, we do have 2 tabs open for this. So I'm going to click on the tab that says sample forms. If you just have a tab that says seller forms, no worries, but the Drive logo looks like a triangle in multicolors. So if you only have seller forms, no worries, click on that, and then you can click on sample forms to get back to the parent folder. Okay, and we're now going to do this for buyer forms. So same concept, I'm clicking the 3 dots to share it. This is that extra step the first time you go to share it, is I need to actually click on share, not just copy link, I need to share. Or I click on that option so I can see the settings, because it always defaults that only you can see it. So we need to change that to anyone with the link can view it, so that's good. And copy that link.
And that link is
For buyer forms.
the buyer form.
Exactly,
Now
so
we're
say
not
share buyer
actually
forms.
going in?
Nope, so now
Okay, paste
I
it.
have to go now to the other tab. So now we're switching tabs back to Gmail. Okay, and where it says where this URL should go, we're gonna change this one. We're gonna paste it in the buying folder. And click OK. And we'll check it to make sure that, it's set up correctly for both buyers and sellers. But the other place we needed to change that is in the verbiage. It says as you plan to sell your house, change that maybe to plan to buy your next home, buy your dream home.
Need to rank the seller one. Yeah, and then like right below that.
Now you're talking. ChatGPT is my best friend. I probably talk to him more than my mom. Just
You better
Make sure
information.
make sure you say thank you.
I do tell it, thank you.
Really, what is the answer? Say you're welcome.
It does.
Yeah, honestly though, but if AI takes over the world, it's not gonna kill the people who say thank you first. We're just getting on the good side.
And then how do we save again?
Okay, yeah, so now to save this, so whenever you're done, like this is the buyer one, make sure you don't have an email signature. We're going to 3 dots, templates. If you do have templates, you do need to scroll down to find the save. Like, so once you get too many, like I have, you will have to scroll down to find these options. So save draft as template, scroll down again, save as new template. And I'll show you how you can edit any of these next, but we're saving this as a new template. So maybe I want to name this one buyer resources. Save. Okay, so now we can check both of them out. If you want to bring up 2 compose windows. And just a heads up, if you're like bringing up a bunch of like compose windows and doing this, you do need to click the trash can icon, not just X out of it, or it'll just stay in your drafts and it'll just start to grow. Just a heads up. But anyway, so now that we have those 2 compose windows, let's apply 1 sellers and 1 buyers and make sure the links are correct. So I'll click on templates, right? 3 dots, templates. Let's put buyers in one and sellers in the other. And I would just love for you guys to click on the links in there. So when they go to click on the links in there, just a heads up, it won't do this. This is just because you're in the editing view. Okay, and you can change it and remove it. So click on the link and click on the link under it to actually make sure your buyer forms, your buyer resources template goes to the buyer forms, and then your seller one goes to the selling forms. Does it not? I guess
It
it's-
did, but then I saved it and I already saved it and then just did it twice.
Oh, it's okay. So you can, you want to delete one? Yeah, no problem.
I mean, it did it one under the other.
Oh, I got you. Like in the
Thought I
template?
edited it, forgot to click the subject thing,
So in regards.
and then it went and did.
Oh, is that the template though?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. I'll show you how to edit it. I'm so glad you brought this up. So let me show you now how to edit templates that you mess up like that, okay? Or something, like if you want to change a word or something.
There are reasons I should-
No, I don't see it. It's what you're just kind of giving
These are some questions I'm gonna ask.
that we, yeah,
Yeah.
so that, like, for example, if you need certain things from like the survey and whatnot. And, yeah, I think-
Great idea.
Yeah, there's also, do you have the home selling process that I mentioned tonight? That sheet of red that tells you exactly.
So to show you guys how to edit the templates in case you make a mistake on one. If you need to edit them, you can edit them at any time. So if you want to take this into ChatGPT, you absolutely can, and you can come back. So when you do come back to edit it, right? So what you want to do, again, signature, get out of here, right? Signature being gone is always your first step before you save your work again, okay? Then, let's say I made a little change here. I'm going to come to the 3 dots again. So similar process in templates. But now, so after you go to the templates, scroll down. And you'll do the same thing where we do save draft as template. But instead now, you see on the top of this drop down, it says overwrite templates, right? See, overwrite template. So now if I click on buyer resource, it's gonna ask me, do you want me to overwrite that save template? And I do. And I can show you guys that again. Would that be helpful? You wanna see it again? Alicia, are you good?
Yeah, 'cause I got so many and I've got to scroll up and then it goes.
Yeah, I know it. It is a little fickle. Right, and so your homework too, I'm gonna show you that one more time, but your homework is, I want you to go to your seller and buyer forms and work on getting that listing and buyer presentation in there, okay? If you don't already have it in there. Have you guys seen where it is in command? Okay. Have you guys seen where it is? Listing presentation? Yes. Yeah, do you want to? It was a coaching exclusive class, that's why. But yeah, where it is in command, guys. Oh, okay, well, I don't know if it was recorded. Sorry, it's the more direct answer. That's more what I meant by that. Oh,
Is that my KW? Or is this your report?
No, it's not, I don't think
So
it's.
how do I scroll up?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry.
It's not, see, it's not letting me get there.
yeah.
Another one that's
I like
not-
to, if you take your,
Here.
sorry.
Okay.
So save draft as template again.
'Cause I-
So go to
doing
template,
that. Template,
save
save,
draft as
and
template,
then.
and then put your mouse over here.
see,
Yeah,
every time I
wait,
to
sorry,
to it.
go over, like directly
Drag
over.
it.
And
Oh.
now put your mouse like in the center. Yeah, and you should be able to just use your little scrolly thing. Yep, as long as it's,
Okay.
and then click on buyer.
Right.
Well, click on the buy, is that the one we're redoing? Buyer
Yeah.
resource. Yeah, click on buyer resources.
Oh.
And now it's gonna ask you if you want to overwrite, and we do, so we'll click save. You did it, you did it, you did it.
Thank you.
I'm so happy.
Because I'm trying to get my system set up and I've done a couple, but then I get stuck. but
Isn't, this is a huge part
We can
of
take it-
systems. I love
Like
this
how I
feature.
introduce like
Scan these in,
assignments,
email them to
especially.
yourself, right?
Yeah.
You can print them, scan them.
That's
all that. Yeah, so
perfect.
when you scan-
I love that. Great. All right, and so what I'm gonna show you now, especially those of you online, you won't need this. It's just where the listing presentation is in command if you want to work on it, right? Because that's your homework to get it in there. So if you don't have a listing presentation, just a quick reminder of where that is in command. I mean, this is, even if you do have a listing presentation, this is good for you guys to know, right? Where all the designs are. Is my password, yeah. Oh, I know, sorry. So just so you guys know where all the designs are in command, you've probably seen this, but there is a 29-page listing agreement. Sorry, thanks. Yeah,
It's not like yours.
what's
made
it-
up.
yeah, but what's cool about it, like, as I talked about yesterday, like, you can buy listing presentations on Etsy and places like that, and they look really pretty. There's just no content in them, and that's kind of the whole point, right? So there are 29 pages of content, so I'm in command. And just so you guys know where this is, we're not going to edit it today, but in the design section. Okay, so in command, I'm in the design section here and clicking create design. Okay, and print. Okay, designs in command, create designs, and then print and next. Okay, and that will take you on over to just so many cool print marketing ideas for you. And most of them are already created that you don't have to do a whole lot. So for example, here, what we're talking about is, I believe, under the listing section. So I would encourage you to take some time, put your feet up over the weekend and go through all of these. See what marketing material you have right in your account, right? So in this case, I mean, they have it for social media, print, all the platforms, email. But for listings here, that's where we have the listing presentation. Okay, so this is where we have like 5 different options, right? They are templates, you can edit them. The instructions are in there to edit them. I'll post a video after today's class on how to do that on the KWB Facebook. Write a note. So you guys have that if you want to, or you can meet with us. But yes, you can edit your listing presentation here, save it to your computer, and then add it to that drive folder, okay?
Quick question.
Yes.
Do you have access to, or can you get posted also on KW, PC page?
Oh, yes.
Because that's really who's trying to get the meat and potatoes on this, because it's.
Okay, sure, yes. And all the coaching people have access to KWB Facebook as well, right? Okay, but then they see it easier. Right. Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, so that is how you can add a listing agreement, listing presentation, buyer presentation, right? There's one in there for listings and for buyers. So you can create the buyer presentation next, save it to your computer and add it to the folder, okay? All right, that would be a good amount of homework to do on that. No, not at all.
One generic, really bad template. Remember that one? It was like, no.
Okay, so,
Can you change font?
yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do, it's, there,
You can spend as long as you possibly.
tell me
Oh,
about
like Canva?
it. It is,
Oh,
yeah,
Okay.
they're modeling Canva.
I removed like 10 pages, like
Yeah.
editing, change fonts. My next one is like set the listing.
You're putting that off, how long it took, yeah, no kidding.
I wait.
Good call. Yeah, if you guys need a listing and buyer presentation, we can create that for you, just as an option, if that's something you want to outsource, because yeah, it's a headache and a half. Okay, since
Excuse
we're
me.
running out of, oh, yeah.
What was the link that you went to find this again? I'm new to Keller Williams.
Oh, yeah, so this is command, so on agent.kw.com. So that'll be where you'll go to log into command. Again, that's agent.kw.com, like the agent login for kw.com.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And search your inbox. I'm not sure if you have your Scott Leroy Marketing set up, but it'll come from scottleroymarketing.com, your login and password here to go ahead and access that right away. And just
Okay.
a heads up, if you guys have not already, just a reminder on KWB resources, you can make a tech appointment with us anytime. It's absolutely free for you to do that. I need tech help on the top right, which actually this leads me to my next point of conversation is I'm going to show you how you can have your Calendly link or a leave a review link on your email signature, okay? So whichever one you have, or if you want to do both, great, okay? So Calendly, okay, what that is, if you've booked an appointment with us, you know what that is, but essentially you could say, you know, book a real estate consultation today, and you can put that on your website. You could put that on your email signature, right? It allows you to say, okay, I want to be available, let's say, from 12 to 4 p.m. for appointments for buyers and sellers, that they can just go on and schedule at their convenience without even having a conversation. I can just book a 30-minute appointment, an hour appointment, right? Whatever that is. And it checks your Gmail, like your calendar. So let's say if you book something on your calendar, like a doctor appointment that day, well, it reads that you are actually not available anymore, and it won't give that appointment slot available. So let's do that. So Calendly, technically you guys do have an account, like Scott Leroy Marketing sets it up for you. So if you have your Scott Leroy Marketing set up on hand, like it would be in your personal inbox typically, you can pull that up and you can type in, like it's Calendly, it's near the bottom, or you can just set up a new account right now. Yes.
That's a stupid question. So
Well,
all
never.
my coaching clients have my Calendly link, right? Because that's how they set it up. Can I use this? Is it one in the same?
Good question. Yeah, so it does, the free account only lets you have like one calendar, so if we wanted to have one for your coaching clients and another calendar for like buyers and sellers, you would either have to pay, or what Jules and I do is we just got 2 accounts to have them for free.
You got 2 accounts?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
because
more
you put one
annoying,
in
but-
her name, one in her.
Yeah, it's annoying, but it's a workaround. If you want to be dedicated, to
But
get it free.
if you still use it per se,
Yeah,
it still would work, and it wouldn't show them that I have an appointment
Would
with.
it check both calendars?
Okay, so they wouldn't see that
Yeah.
it's also my PC.
no.
Okay.
Well, there's some verbiage. Let's take a look at it and we can see how that would work. All right, so if you go to calendly.com, so calendly.com, okay, and you can click login. Technically, you guys should have an account, you know. Okay, great. So if you want to log in with that, if you don't know what it is, you know, you can click forgot password. You can click to sign up instead, right? Any of those options, it really doesn't matter. But if it gives you the option to like log in with Gmail, that typically makes it easiest because it's linking with your Gmail calendar, right? Cool. Scott Leroy Marketing must set that up. Hey,
What does it say already, a 30-minute?
When I logged in, it already says 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Say that.
that's exactly, yeah, that's, Scotland Marketing sets that up apparently.
I'm almost thinking this would be a good marketing tool to use in terms of, hey, like, I don't have the clients yet, but hey, would you like a free 30-minute consultation? I'll be happy to.
I'll
tell
show
about
you.
the process when you are ready to buy or sell.
That's a great, I'll show you how to take this link and you can just post it to your Facebook,
Yeah,
right?
show us
And
that.
yeah, it doesn't have to be.
Get up there.
Go, what are you doing? Yeah.
No, I think that would be a great marketing tool, right? Somebody just get free resource from an agent.
I love this. Okay, so first thing we want to do, I'm not, you guys might be looking at a different screen, right? This is your link. Are you looking at what I'm looking at or like your live screen?
Yeah.
Great, okay, great. I think she's on the live one. Here, I'll come help you get here. Where we want to edit, well, like, I think if you click here, it'll show you like what they see, right? This is what they'll see. Yeah. Do you have like a separate tab that has like, and you might have to log in if you're not. And I'll come help though. But so we're trying to do the back end here. So yeah, Scotland Marketing sets that up for you if you're a newer agent. But we want to probably edit the links or edit the settings, I mean, of when we're available, okay? And what the verbiage says. So I can click on the settings gear and click on edit. And it'll take me to edit the back end so I can kind of control how long do I want these meetings to be, when am I available, etc. So on the left-hand side here where it says event details, sorry. So it shows all the different things we can edit here. So I'm going to click on event details. Okay. And it's saying this is where I can name it. So maybe you want to name that real estate consultation, right?
Free
Free real estate consultation, right?
30 minutes,
Yeah, right.
60 minutes.
Yeah, whatever you want it to be, 60 minutes, 30 minutes, right? You can control that in the next slot.
I couldn't talk to all that stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's already there.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I love that. Yeah, Scott Leroy. All right, and then we can put in some text, right? So this is the text under it. So, oh, sorry, I skipped location. So then you can do the location. So we might want to put in, right, the KW office. So if you want to add your location as, I think you can just start, let's see what I need to type in, 3430 Torrington Way.
You could even do Zoom, guys.
Exactly, that's what I have. So I have my Zoom connected. So when they pick Zoom, it automatically sends them my Zoom link.
So, but if we're having a consultation, let's say in this room, they can only, it'd be the same thing. I mean, they can hear and see.
Yeah, it would just be
Yeah.
virtual, right?
Okay. Bad idea.
So I have the office set up as a location and Zoom. So I might suggest those two. And if you need help setting that up, I can always help.
I'm not trying to get on my coaching spiel, but what this
No,
will
please.
do is, let's say you send us out and give them all this information, you're showing your value, whether they're buying or selling or not, they're gonna think of you when they wanna come back, and, you know, this is a great time just to put all the stuff out there that sounds, you know, that you really know the market.
Yeah, it's a great time to practice too. As like a
Yeah.
newer agent, if I'm just practicing my spiel, I know you're not like selling tomorrow. It's a little less pressure, maybe.
Well, yeah,
Maybe not. Okay.
maybe not.
Sorry, what was it?
Come back to the Scott Lloyd one.
Okay. Got it.
Did you get here? Because
Good
when I
question.
first opened up the page up, it said 30-minute meeting, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
if
yeah.
we're getting-
Click the settings gear right there. So we're just clicking the settings gear and then edit. Perfect. Yep. And then I clicked on that first one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I see. And that's where you can add like Zoom or a physical location. And then it might prompt you, what does it do? Prompt you to add your Zoom. You have a Zoom? You know, I think in your Scott Leroy Marketing setup, there's also Zoom they set up for you. Yeah, just heads up, guys. If you don't have a Zoom, I think Scott Leroy Marketing sets that up for you now too, like newer agents only. So maybe I didn't realize how much they set up, honestly, or I would have
No.
encouraged that. That's my bad. I wonder if they even link to Zoom. Anyway, so like what you want your text to say here as well, right? That's what you want to kind of think of. You can get ChatGPT on this, right? But you can write right here, like, looking forward to meeting to discuss your real estate goals this year, right? In the Carolinas, something like that. So whatever text you want it to say, as you can see, I also have our contact info there. So if you want to put like your email and phone number, like if you want to feel free to call me directly today, even quicker. Like if you want to talk sooner than when you're meeting, call me today at this number. I'm so
A
glad.
new avenue of opening up to perspective that, you know, if I was thinking about buying the summer and I saw some free consultation, I'd probably go.
I'm gonna make you come to every tech class. This is great. I like your commentary. Okay, so right, we are putting in the verbiage, where we can meet, the name of the event, how long it is, and we're gonna save it whenever you're ready, okay? So if you're still working on this page, don't feel pressured to keep going. You can keep where you are. I'm just gonna show if you are done here, you can click save and close on the bottom. And then we can keep going down the list here, okay?
I have one quick question.
Okay.
Let's say I put in 60 minutes and they just want to meet 30 minutes, automatically gonna put them in an hour?
It'll just block your
Okay.
calendar for an hour. So you could do 30 minutes. Do you think 30 minutes is more of a realistic time or?
You know, I'm trying to think, you know, whenever we set appointments for a list appointment, I love saying, hey, we just have 20 minutes of your time.
Right, because it sounds
We
like
don't
less of a
like to go
commitment.
out,
Yeah,
you know, it's like too much.
I like that. Right.
So maybe we could do 30.
And then if it ends up being an hour,
extend it.
because you'll see, we'll have the option here to like do a buffer, you know, like a 15-minute buffer between each appointment if that comes up. So I love that idea. So if you're online, didn't hear that, the idea was instead of having it a 60-minute, 30 minutes, because it seems like more less of a commitment to them. So then in that case, if you want to change it, just click that top one.
Because even the 20 that you promised in the seller ends up more.
Right. It looks like the next place we really need to edit is the scheduling settings. So after you do the top one, really you can jump down to this third one.
So we don't need to host, okay.
No, there doesn't look like anything to really. So this will show, okay, how long in advance can they schedule? 30 days in advance, 60 days, indefinitely. Okay,
Do you do indefinitely?
if you want to.
Okay.
Yes.
So I know a lot of people now,
But what if somebody wants to schedule?
instead of a Zoom, they would rather do like a FaceTime.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Right.
Because you don't have to figure out how to.
Zoom. Yeah, does it? I don't know if that has that option, does it? You can always put instead, like in the description, like if you prefer to FaceTime, shoot me a text and we'll set that up. Because that'll be like in the verbiage, like on the left-hand side there under like the real estate consultation. Because I agree, some people are just sick of Zoom or it's a whole thing, right? It really is. Might as well just cut to the tape. Me too. Right, that's plenty. Right. Zoom is good for any Android users that you get though, unless you don't want to work with Android users. I don't blame you. No, I'm just kidding. Anyone who has an Android, I'm just kidding. Anyone? Androids? No. Yeah, right. People are very passionate about their Androids who have it
They
though.
are.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Like, yeah, the photos are really good on Androids. I'll give them that.
Better than Apple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's surprising.
I know.
Yeah, that's surprising. Yeah, I think
So I edited it, because I had it originally 60, but I edited to 30, so now this is showing 60 minutes, but it's 30 minutes.
Oh, I see. That's the name, I think. Here, click save.
Okay, which
I
I
think
saved.
you name, well, click event detail. And then this is the name. So change that to real estate consultation or free real estate consultation.
I get you close. It's not close. Well, what can you do? Alright. I'm sorry, son. I'm too tired to get you.
So if you were in this section, just if you're online and want to keep editing, the scheduling settings right here, this is where we're setting when we're available, okay? So we're setting like available hours. You can click right here. And you can set which hours you're available. Yes. So let me show you again how I got here. If you guys want to edit the hours that it'll even let them book, right? This is under, on the left-hand side, we're in scheduling settings. So third option down. And then after we pick how far in advance they can book, scroll down to, I think you might have something that looks similar to this, to click that arrow so you can go pick the hours that you're available. So this will show you here, okay, right? These are the hours that you can book like for our clients in the office. So this, whatever you want to do, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 1 hour on Wednesdays, it doesn't have to be even the same time frame every day. It might be a good idea to make it like a consistent 4 to 6 time or whatever works for you. So they kind of can expect it, but it doesn't even have to be consistent. It can change up.
Trying to think what would be good for buyers and sellers, which y'all think maybe
Work.
2 to 7?
I don't know. Don't these people work?
Yeah. So that's what
2
I'm
to
saying.
7. Yeah, I like 7. Yeah.
I don't like-
Have a happy hour.
And again, you're not committing just like every day, anytime to be available for this. It'll check your calendar. So technically it'll show available unless you have, like if you add to your KW calendar, like I have a doctor appointment on Friday, it'll automatically block that off. Good question. Yeah, so we will link your calendar. So it will link to check it and you'll have to like pick which calendar wins and all the things.
I believe that was automatically done on mine, because I didn't do it. But Julie did it.
I did it. Oh, she's so cute.
I know.
She's just magic. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah, Jules is the real superstar. Yeah.
Yeah, because I see when you set up something, it goes right to my calendar. I love it. There she is.
We're just talking about you.
She's
Mom
not
goes.
pregnant.
So yesterday at the awards banquet,
Yeah, I heard it.
Were you
I
there?
heard it on my phone.
everyone had to go around yesterday at the awards banquet and say like what happened that was great in 2023 at their table. So mom stands up and we're like, Mom, don't do it. Don't do it. She goes, Alicia's daughter got married this year. My daughter got married this year. And not only did she get married, I'm going to be a grandma.
Yeah, she just got married December 2nd. I said, I'm gonna be a grandma.
Because our brother, that's true. Our brother is pregnant. And but then most people miss the part where you're like, just kidding, it was my son, because it was just a second and everyone's freaking out. So people are coming up to Jules and asking how she's feeling.
Okay, and they're like, you're gonna hear that a lot for the next 9 months, and I'm like, no.
Oh my God. Just gotta tell me you feel it kicking.
Like it's been days since she got married. Like days.
Yeah, you can be overweight now.
Yeah, seriously. Eat a bunch of donuts now. Anyway.
But
So-
I'm not pregnant.
Great news for everyone.
For those in back.
Yeah.
Zoom here. Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, excuse us.
So we save that, right? Do we know how to edit the times you're available? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of settings, I know. You don't have to edit all of them, but like, yeah, buffer time, I mean, yeah, 15 minutes would be nice. If you're doing 30 minutes, but that will, just so you know, like, so if they pick a 30-minute slot, that'll then block off your next slot, right? Because
So that's a problem if I plan on spending an hour.
Well,
Because my
no.
buffer time, well, if somebody schedules.
130 minutes, then it'll automatically block off 2 technically, because it gives a 15-minute buffer, which is, so if you're available, let's say from 4 to 5, and there's a 30-minute appointment, it'll then do a buffer, so it blocks off the next appointment too,
Gotcha.
because of that buffer. Does that make sense to everyone?
How do you set the buffer?
So that is under the days days and times were available. I had to click on something like edit for that buffer. And then I can put either before or after. So maybe after the event, we want 15 minutes.
That's what I'm thinking to prepare for your next appointment.
Yeah.
Go back to back.
Yeah, you can even do like before.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are available from 4 to 7, like, I mean,
Like
the
you said,
chances are, right, it's not like they're going to be booking every second, I mean, of course, that's good for your schedule in general to have these buffers. I would recommend it, but, just so you know what you're working with here. Now, I do like the where the buffer? Yeah, it says like none and you have to like click where it says none. I would recommend also changing the minimum notice. Unless, I mean, totally up to you here, but I need to know 4 hours in advance, at least. Like, yeah. So if you want 24 hours, right? If you want a day in advance, it just won't let them book. It'll block off that day if you don't, in that case,
Well, really, when you think about it, though, if we do have these buyer seller consultations, we're gonna be prepared because we got our same presentation.
Right.
And then at that point, we could send out our information and some of the info we'll be going over to make it more.
That's just in that canned response, right? Okay, so, and you can also do a daily limit, just so you guys know. So if you only want like 6 events a day or whatever the case is, so even if you're available, let's say 12 hours and you set the maximum as 3 events a day, it'll block off the day for anyone else, you know, once you hit that 3. Exactly. All right, and I like to leave the time zone as using the invitees time zone. And you can click save and close whenever. I know this is a lot of settings, so please like pipe up if you want me to go back to a setting or if you missed a part, because I know it's like all over the place back here.
What's the book communications?
Great questions, Mom.
Thank
We're coming on down. Yeah, Mom goes, no, that was automatically set up. I didn't have to do it. And I just looked at her.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is where, so we're under the next one down. So that was booking page options. Okay, so this is where I'm putting in the URL, my URL that's going to be. So it starts with calendly.com / I mean, whatever yours says, / write in what you want it to say. So if you want it to be real estate consultation, it's a little long, real estate meeting, whatever you want the URL to say. It's not like they have to remember it or anything, but they'll see the keywords. Okay. She's been very helpful. No, I am serious, actually. That wasn't sarcastic. What? What did you say? Homegirl. I like homegirl.
Yeah, my daughter does.
Yeah. Yeah, you could even do like Charlotte Holmes, right?
Smart.
You know, whatever your team name is, whatever you want it to be, right? They won't even necessarily, like they'll see it at the top, but like you can even make it a hyperlink. So it'll just say like, book a meeting and then you can hyperlink it. Anyway, it's not that important. But booking form here, right? So these are the questions that we want to ask them. You might have nothing under here, right here, right? This is when you click to book with us, how it says, okay, what's your name, email, and what do you guys want to do when we're together, right? We set up those questions. So I could come in here and click to add a new question, let's say, and I could say something like, are you working with an agent? Are you looking to buy or sell, right? Well, do you have a good suggestion for a question to ask here?
Prior to.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
like,
maybe you may not be interested at this point, but at what point?
when is your goal to buy or
When
sell?
is your goal to buy or sell a home?
Love it.
And I want to make it kind of clear, this could be a year out
Mhm.
from this consultation just to come.
Right. So that might be a good thing to put in the description on the side, right? Whether you're looking to buy or sell tomorrow, next month, next year, in 5 years, you know, let's go ahead and meet to discuss your real estate game plan, right?
Love it.
Okay, so this is where you can ask questions, right? So you can ask any question that you want.
What you just said, would that go under questions or more in my body of the email? Wait.
So yeah, the 2 places you can really put text. So here, before they book, then once they click on it, right, then it asks them the questions that you're putting in here. So ours asks for their name and email, right, and some questions that we put in.
Love that.
And I think that's good. Just like all this information.
I
After
do wanna say
booking,
free somewhere. Where
okay,
would that go?
I would say in the market free real estate consultation.
Free market.
Mhm.
Yeah, I noticed y'all have collect payment. That's obviously if you were doing this for a payment.
But I, of course, wouldn't do that.
Sure.
So save and close, and then this final one, and of course, we can come back to these settings. Okay, but this will send automatically, like a communication. Once they book with you, it'll automatically send them an email. And
That's
you.
set up already.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah.
I've never gone in there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Email signature? Oh, yes, let's do it. So email signature. Okay, let's add this now that we did all the settings. Obviously, you can come in and edit these settings at any time, and setting it up on your email signature will stay. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to copy the link at the top.
Save and close it.
Yeah, save and close whatever settings you're on. And then click copy link at the top. And then we're gonna go back to Gmail, all right? So that's in a different tab. Gmail, okay? And we're gonna go into our settings so that we can edit the email signature. So again, that's the settings gear on the top right and see all settings. So settings gear on the top right, see all settings from that drop down. From here, you'll need to scroll down slightly. It is near the bottom. If you don't have an email signature, the section is very small, so you might scroll past it, but you'll see the signature section. Who already has an email signature in? Good, good, great, wonderful. Oh, you guys, overachievers.
You guys did.
Oh, great. That was fun. So what we're doing then is clicking the email signature that you already have. And then you should see the email signature. Of course, you can edit this completely, but maybe I want to scroll to the bottom, right? And I'm going to type in whatever words I want it to say. Schedule a free real estate consultation
Oh, we can put that in our signature.
today.
Okay.
Yes,
Can we put that in?
we can help you.
e-signature?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Okay, I can help you. Let me show you just this final part and then I'll rewind. Okay. So, Tim, are you where I am? Okay, great.
Might catch up.
No, it's great. I'm just showing you that where it is, and then I'll show everyone how to do it again. Okay, so now I highlight those words, same concept to write. Oh, no.
Oh, same thing we did with our poll.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna hyperlink. You guys are making me proud. Okay, and I'm gonna paste. There you are, coming to class in general. And I'm just gonna paste in that Calendly link. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys all of that again.
Real quick question, I use Outlook, but for this purpose, I have to use Gmail.
Well, no, we can add it to your Outlook signature, but we just don't like it. We don't like it.
Say you did, so I'm just saying.
But
No,
I'm
I
saying
do
as
not
far
like
as this
Outlook.
Calendly link, it
So,
doesn't matter if I use
Email
Outlook.
signatures are specific to the device you're sending from, meaning if you use gmail.com, that's your email signature. If you use the mail app on your phone, that's a different signature. Now, if you use a Gmail app on your phone, it uses the same signature.
That's true. On my phone, my signature is never the same.
She realized 10 years later.
8.
Okay, so to show you that again, I'm in my Gmail inbox and I'm clicking the settings gear on the top right of my inbox.
That'll be same amount. Okay.
Okay, so I'm on settings gear, got it, okay.
And then see all settings. Loving it. And scroll down to the signature section, okay? So it's near the bottom. See where my scroll bar is, pretty near the bottom here. If you have an email signature in there, you can simply click on the name of the email signature in this box, or you can click create new if you do not have an email signature. Okay, so now on your email signature, I might suggest clicking in the box so that we can scroll to the bottom. Okay, so click in the box so then you can scroll. Okay, and what I'm going to do in this case, so to show it again, I'm going to type in whatever I want the clickable link to say. Schedule a free real estate consultation today.
That leave a review one too.
Yeah, you do.
I think I have to leave.
Well, we can do it
One day I
tomorrow.
have to leave a review.
It's okay. We're not going to do that one today. I ran out of time. We'll do it next time. Yes, that should be a yes, but yes, I'll double check.
So
Thank
schedule.
you guys so much.
Yeah.
a consultation
Sorry.
today.
Yep. If you want to do today. If you want to do an exclamation mark, whatever suits you. Okay. Now to highlight it, I can just triple click this area or this line. Bye, Tim. Thanks for coming. Or of course, you can click to drag to highlight the portion you would like to. So if I just wanted like the schedule to be clickable, let's say, I could. So I'll double click the word schedule in this case, or the whole thing, and I will click on the cute little link icon.
Oh, but I didn't save the link from Calendly.
No worries. If you did not save the link from Calendly, you should still have it open like the tab.
Okay.
So you can go back to Calendly and click this copy link option.
I don't think I've had that late in my
And then
ladies.
we've been dropping the ball.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
And then we're gonna paste that in.
For the camp.
Yay, and then click OK.
I'm
Okay,
gonna do
but
like-
now you do need to click save on the bottom, but if you are just setting up your email signature, just make sure right here, your whatever email signature
You've
is
already
set
got
to
mine
display.
up. I
Yes,
can-
great. So click save. And then click compose. Oh,
Scroll down to the very bottom.
yeah, click to
I
save
don't
it.
Mess up what you guys already did for.
You won't. Or we'll just fix it.
Technology.
And then you can click compose. I did it. Yeah. Look, I did it over. Woo!
Yeah.
The crowd goes wild. Yeah, seriously.
I need it. I need it.
Okay, we'll just do it for you. Okay, next appointment. Add it to the list.
Hey, by the way, JuLeah Designs is working on something that I'm gonna give y'all a copy as soon as they finish it, but we're doing, you know, that equity thing? Yeah, but I thought it was a little.
I thought that's why she was
quick.
asking for it, but like in that case, it's not funny.
Yeah, look,
And some of just the
And now
names.
she's just
Kidding me.
That is something that, you know, that somebody sent out.
We're gonna-
No, I can show you real quick though. Do you have a Google business account? Right? Okay, great. Let's show you real quick.
Chastity.
Guys, I know I'm over. If you're online, feel free to go. I'll review this in the next class too. But if you want to see how to leave a Google review, I'll show you real quick. So if you want to add that, like I have the review link. Yeah, we're over. So if you guys want to go, feel free. I am going to show you guys how to add that leave a review link just real quick if you have a Google business page. Someone was just like, I bet your mom is your favorite client. And I was like, really? You bet that? Wow. That's not really what I said. I said she definitely is. Okay. So if we want to do leave a review, okay, like I have here, which I would recommend. First of all, if you have a Google My Business page, that would be helpful in this process. But if you don't, well, you should work on that. Like we can help you. Who has a Google My Business page here? You do? We'll work on it. Okay, no worries. So you know how, like, if you type in Chili's, it'll pop up like that on the side there? That is what a Google My Business page is. So if you don't have this, it's super easy to create. My mom's seen a second. If you do not have this, all you need to do is like Google My Business. I think it's also like business.google.com. But if you type in Google My Business into Google, it's that first one here, and it'll allow you to create an account. We can help you with this. So like, feel free to just book an appointment with us. It's a lot of just clicking next. I'll come back to that. If you do have it, let me show you just really quick how you can grab more reviews from here, right? So I can see my reviews, and this is where you'll want to collect reviews because of Google's power. So I would click on, in this case, now if you're logged in as yourself, right? I guess I'm not, right? I could click to, oh yeah, I guess I am. So where it says the Google reviews, you can click on that and then click get more reviews. So if you don't have this set up yet, no worries. I'll show you the how later. But if you do have it set up, click your reviews and click get more reviews. And it gives you the link that we need to copy. And now go do that same thing in our email signature, where we would now go back into Gmail. Did you get this far? Great. So now I would go back into Gmail, right, into my settings to go back to the email signature. Right, back to the email signature section. Here I am, right? And I'm scrolling down, and I would type in the words leave a review or something. And then same concept, I highlight the words and I click that cute little icon, the link icon, and I paste in that link. And I will do this for you guys. So like if this is something you want to do and you don't have a business page or there are other things, you could, like if you have a Zillow page, you could route them there. But realistically, if you just want to make an appointment with us, we can set all this up with you. I'll go over this in way more detail in the next marketing huddle if you want to wait for it, or just go to KWB resources. I think we're booked like all next week, but if you want to go ahead and get on, like, you know, but shoot me an email if. Let me.
Latanya that booked every single.
Yeah, everybody. Like, yeah, you guys can just come in for the party. But yeah, get on our calendar and two, like, yeah, we book up annoyingly in advance. So if you guys want to book like one the next week and then the week after, like, feel free to like book 3 weeks consecutively. You can do, I know, shh, don't tell anyone else. But like, cause, yeah, cause they're 30-minute slots for free, but like, we really need like a couple times so you can do a little homework and then we can set up the next part. So just a thought. That's how a lot of people use our services and it's all free for you guys and we love to do it, obviously. So any questions on that? I know that was super fast there. Did you get it, Anja? Huh, you rock. All right, guys, I hope that helped. Yeah, I would check it either just pull up a compose and click on them or send yourself an email. But because sometimes links can like merge and get weird, but just make sure they're separate. And then yeah, you guys are gonna work on like a listing presentation or something to put in those folders too, right? Totally. Yeah. I'm so glad. All right, for those of you online, I am signing off here, but I will put anything in the KWV Facebook group. I'm going to put how to make the listing agreement in the KWV Facebook group. So check that out after today's class. Just give me like an hour and I'll have that video in there. And then, yeah, or just book with us. We can either make it for you or show you in person. Right? That's always our model. All right, guys, I hope this helped. Have a good one. Bye.